Hey, what's going on, guys? So it is the same day that we are doing the welded diff video and the sumps on the oil pan, but we're actually taking a break from that and going to meet my buddy Kenny. We're gonna meet up and do a little bit of trading. I got a little bit of a surprise for you guys. They're not like the best condition, but there's something that is definitely super clean, and he's pulling up right now. Sick. I didn't mean to say super clean. I was meaning to say they'll look super good after I clean them up. Yeah, so anyways, I'm gonna hop out and talk to him. We'll check these wheels out real quick. All right, so you guys know the 35s that I had on this truck when I bought it. Well, he has a second gen that he is fixing up and he's looking to sell, and he needs a front bumper and he needs some tires for that, guys. So we are meeting up and checking these guys out. What up, dog?
What's up, my man?
You ever been on YouTube before?
Never.
Oh, well, now you're on YouTube.
Nice.
What's up? Sorry, that was terrible. What are those? Oh, the stickers. Hey, hey, if you guys know, you know, huh? So anyways, we're gonna be doing a little trading here. Got these guys, as you guys can see, the pitting right there is pretty bad, but what I'm going to do is probably have them sandblasted and then powder coated, either like a chrome look or maybe like a brushed silver or something. I don't know, you guys let me know what you think, what would be the best color. I really want to do the red and gold scheme on this truck, but do it correctly. There's a lot of things that need to be done. We'll probably do a walk around video or walk around clip in this video just to show you guys the truck in detail, because I've been meaning to do that, and this is like the perfect opportunity to talk about that. What I want to do with paint and body wise, wheel setup wise, and just the whole idea on the truck. So I know they'll look good. I love the fuel octanes they were on my second gen when we started this channel. I've had several second gens, but this was the first time that I ever had big wide wheels, and these were them. Well, not this exact pair, or set, but these wheels themselves. So I'm gonna talk to him, hang out for a little bit, and then we'll do our trading, and then we'll head back to the house. Wheels are all loaded up in the back of the truck. He's got my old wheels. He's about to take off and head out of here. It's good to meet him. It's nice meeting people, you know, over social media and coming together, you know, as a little group. That's always the best part. That's what I love about YouTube and Instagram. Like, especially when Instagram used to be like old school and only like 15-second videos. That was the jam. So anyways, guys, we have about, I don't know, I'd say an hour ride or so home, depending on traffic and stuff. And I'm gonna try to beat, you know, everyone, I don't know, doing the Saturday shopping and driving and whatever goes on Saturday afternoon that normal people do that don't love cars. But I'm gonna try to beat them home and then get back, and we will continue with the CA. And I'll probably do a walk around video of this truck like tomorrow, and then upload that together so you guys can kind of see the truck, and we'll talk about plans, the ideas. And now that I got some wheels and stuff, we're just gonna kind of slowly move forward with the truck, and you know, just kind of take it one step at a time, because it does get expensive and I really want to drift. That's like my end goal, is drifting before I dump a ton of money into this thing, making it pretty. So all right, I will see you guys at the house. We have made it back to the house, guys. We are here. I'm gonna unload the wheels and jump back to what I was doing with the CA. I just wanted to show you these guys a little more in detail. The wheels themselves are not bad. They got a little bit of curb rash and stuff. They're a little beat up on the edges here. Let me adjust the focus. So what I'm gonna do, since the chrome is just awful on these on the backside, this is the same thing that happened to my original set that I had on the red truck. The chrome is just so cheap with the fuel octanes or fuel in general that it just pits no matter what you do. I religiously cleaned mine. You know, I washed them down, wiped them down. Maybe I could have gotten a clear coat or something on them, but it's a little too late now. Sorry about the sun, let me turn around. It's a little too late now, and you know, it is what it is. But now that I got myself another set, I'll be able to hold on to these guys. Obviously be able to bring you guys a little more truck content, because I know you guys like to see the Cummins stuff, and you guys are definitely wanting a build. We will discuss all that stuff tomorrow. I'm gonna just pull the truck over somewhere, maybe in a park or something. I might even slap the wheels on there or something, just to see how they look on the truck, how they fit, and then we'll talk about plans and all that good stuff. So I don't want to bore you guys much longer, so I'm just gonna make this short and sweet. I will see you guys tomorrow morning, and we'll just do a little bit of a, I guess, reviewing over the truck. All right, later. What's up, guys? It is the following day. If you couldn't tell from the montage, we have the wheels fitted up on the truck, and I just want to kind of wrap up this video addressing to everyone like what's going on with the truck, the plans, and the whole idea, because I know everyone has asked about it. And we're gonna do like a really quick walk around of it, just to show you guys like her, because I haven't really shown you guys on the channel her entirety. Like, I've kind of just walked through some things here and there, and we've done just like a ton of work to her, but I haven't really showed you her. So that's something that we're gonna do real quick. And I'm just gonna bring up like everything that I have planned for it. We'll start off with the wheels. The wheels, they're not the best condition. As you can see, the chrome in the inside, like on the back where the brake dust gets to them, you can see where the chrome has started to pit, and two of the wheels have some pretty gnarly curb rash. Now, we're gonna document everything. I'm gonna repair the wheels, fix them up, but sadly the chrome is gonna have to go. It's gonna have to be sandblasted off or media blasted, and then everything's gonna have to be cleaned up with all the pitting back there. And just because these wheels are not necessarily hard to find, but they're not as common as a lot of the other wheels, and I know that you could still buy them, I'm pretty sure, but I'm pretty sure they're pretty pricey. I think they're like $400 or $500 a piece, which in my honest opinion, they're not worth that much. When I bought them with 420s, I think I paid them with Nitto 420s, 22x14s with a -76 offset, and I want to say it was $1,600 or $1,800, and that's pretty inexpensive for these wide wheels, and you know, getting such a big stance with such a cheap price. But I don't think you can do that anymore with everything kind of like jumping in prices right now, because everyone wants to do the stance life. And I mean, these trucks, they're just going crazy. The prices of them are just absurd, and I'm guilty of selling trucks at high prices, but you know, they're very sought after, and this truck is everything that I've wanted. I've wanted the quad cab short box. I've wanted it to be 6-speed, 4-wheel drive, 355 gears. You know, just everything about this truck is what I wanted, even though she's not perfect. I bought it from somebody who used it as a work truck. You know, they put it to work, and that's what it was meant for, you know, back in the day. And I don't know why somebody would use this fully loaded truck to do so, but the leather is nice because it cleans up well. The heated seats are nice, and you know, I don't think it was a 6-speed when the person owned the truck, because obviously it was swapped, if you guys look back in the channel. But the guy who owned it before me, he did the swap, and I don't know why he didn't want to enjoy it. Maybe because it is a money pit. Like when I first bought it the first month, I mean, we were doing a VP, the air dog, a new rear end, all the steering box. I mean, I've thrown a lot of money at this truck in a short period of time, and a lot of people, you know, don't really buy a vehicle thinking to do that. They just want to buy a vehicle and drive it. So you're either going to pay, I don't know, $12,000, $13,000 or up. I mean, I've seen them all the way up to freaking $28,000, $30,000 for these second gens, which is, you know, that's unreal. But you're gonna pay to play to have a nice one of these things, and that's how it is. It's just because the supply and demand, the age, they don't make them like they used to. This is a non-emissions truck. You know, you don't have to worry about, you know, trying to make it legal with all of the EGR and DPF and DEF, all that nonsense. Like, this truck is just, it's just a good workhorse, and it has a little bit of the electronic, like modern day technology, but still kind of old school enough. And me personally, I think a VP 24 valve truck is the best sounding Cummins there is out there. That's why I love them so much. I mean, everyone hates the VP for what it is, but if you keep it cool and keep fuel to it, it never gives you any issues. I mean, obviously, if you're tapping the wrong wires and, you know, hot rodding the crap out of it and shutting the truck off while everything is still warm, you know, that's gonna shorten the life of the VP or kill the VP. You know, like, crazy stuff happens with them, and I know that it happens, but I don't know. I love these trucks. I love it to death, but the plan is, the whole entire goal, I'm sorry about the cars driving by. I'm gonna try to clean this up the best I can. Anyways, the goal for this truck at the end of the day is, obviously I'm gonna get a new bed for it. It needs new fenders, it needs a new hood. It basically needs just kind of a whole, not full restoration, as much as I'd love to do a frame off resto on it. One, I couldn't afford that, and two, I use it for work. And one of these days when I get, you know, maybe like a Subaru beater, or, you know, a little Jeep or something, because I do want to move back out to Colorado in like 2022, even though, like, I've been saying that, there's just a lot going on with my work, and that's a whole nother blah 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 nonsense that maybe I'll like enlighten you guys with that jazz. But anyways, as far as her, we'll put a new box on it, we'll put a whole new front end on it, from the, you know, fenders, the hood, everything. I really want to do a sport front end. I'm, you know, on the fence about doing a 4th gen bumper, because they look really, really good, and if you do it right, take your time, they can line up very nicely, and a lot of people rag on them for how they look, but that's the game plan, is cleaning this thing up and basically doing a red truck 2.0 to bring you guys back that like doghouse vibe, because that truck is what made the channel, and kind of brought everyone together. And not necessarily like, am I wanting this truck to do all of that, because I already have all of my cool like friends and family and everybody who appreciates the second gens, and then everyone that I meet, and like it just opened up a whole different world for me. So I'm not necessarily trying to obtain that again. I'm trying to basically give the people what they want and what I want. Like that's what I truly loved, that truck, the red, the gold, but the interior was the downfall for it. And it was a 5-speed. I did not like the 5-speed, but the 6-speed NV5600 was the end goal. You know, that's what I wanted. That's what makes me happy. So yes, that's kind of the general idea of it. We're gonna paint it in an actual paint booth this time. We're gonna go through and basically do everything that we did with the red truck, because the reason why the red truck turned out so well is because we were meticulous. The guy that I worked with and the kind of the guy that I apprenticed with, he basically just made me do all of that, you know, super labor intensive work, because it was a very, very satisfying like end goal, you know, like wet sanding all of that primer out, going through the different stages, you know, from 320 to 400 to 600. I was like, I'm never gonna paint a car again because this is just unbelievable. But doing it in a barn and the way that the truck turned out was just like unreal. So that's how we're gonna tackle this project. I'm gonna get a straight bed, I'm gonna get nice clean fenders, a nice clean front core support, get rid of the move bumper, get a new rear bumper. I mean, we'll totally dive in and do this truck right. We'll, you know, obviously document every single step of the way, get these wheels cleaned up, get these wheels right. I would like to keep these on the channel because again, it's part of like the OG feel. Everyone loved the fuel octanes, and for the people who didn't love the fuel octanes, they brought me a lot of, you know, that hater vibe. You know, I had that mentality where like, you know, people were just like, hey, you know, these wheels are the dumbest looking things in the world, but it grabbed your attention, it got your eye, you know, and for some reason, I know it's like over the top, but I think with the truck, the way that it's set up is just a simple look compared to the crazy long arms and stuff. And one day down the road, I would love to bag it, but that is after the paint and body, like after we get it all squared away and when I have time to pull it off the road. I would love to put it on a like -2, +2 bag kit, because I don't want a crazy lift, I don't want crazy big tires. This is probably as big as of a wheel as I'm gonna go. You know, like a 22x14 is hardcore for me, and they are abusive. Like this, for a second gen, this whoops the second gen's ass unless you have some nice hydro steering up there and you brace the front end and everything has been gone through. And I just don't have the time to use my daily driver as my show truck. And I know that I had that cool Dodge, you know, back in the day, but with the squat and everything, it was just simply pulling out the block out of the rear of a 4-wheel drive truck and just leaning it out with the leveling kit. I mean, there's so many questions people ask me, and it was a very, very simple setup. And I mean, it was fun, but I think doing a awesome 4-link kit that would incorporate keeping the gas tank, or excuse me, the fuel tank where it is, and keeping the factory ride height, or maybe just a little bit taller than the factory ride height, but also bringing it down, because I love that look when these trucks are 4-wheel drive on big wheels that are nice and low, and then they can raise themselves back up and actually make a turn or go over a speed bump or whatever, you know. I do want to use it for work, I do want to use it to tow, and I want to keep this truck for the rest of my life. So that is my game plan. I'm sure that things are going to change and there's lots of variations, but I just kind of wanted to put out, you know, on the field here, or on the table, and let you guys know what my plans are and the end goal and what we're gonna do. So let me shut up. I know this is probably boring and a lot of you guys didn't make it, but if you have made it to this part, we're gonna just do a quick walk around video, and I'll just show you guys like the odds and ends and what's going on with her and what is gonna need to be fixed, why I'm fixing it, and what's going on from there. So let's do that. So let's get this party started. Here's my 2000 Dodge Ram 2500 Cummins turbo diesel. She is a 6-speed 4-wheel drive truck. She has the heated seats, the nice steering wheel controls on the back for the radio, got heated mirrors, the power mirrors, we've got the power windows and locks. The truck does have a key fob, got the power seats, and all that good jazz. This is my favorite interior that I've been wanting in a second gen for a while. My first second gen had the cloth tan interior, and it was a 5-speed, and I loved it a lot, and I just was young and dumb, and I got a lot of money for selling the truck, but I wish I hadn't sold it. It was a truck that I really wanted. So this is her. I've even got the nice Dodge logos in the seats. I think those are super cool with the wood grain. We'll move over here to the really, really ugly engine bay. She's an old girl now. She's got almost 400,000 miles on her. I want to say this has 380 3,000 or 384. I've went ahead, replaced the VP in there, did a new front main seal, resealed the front timing cover, just replaced some gaskets, rebuilt the vacuum pump, new power steering pump. It's got a Jack's Fab intake on here with just a no-name cone. Just super simple setup right now, nothing crazy. I would love to do some compounds on her one day. I'm gonna throw some head studs in there, maybe some 120s or some 150s, give her a little more juice, but that's about it for right now inside the engine bay. It's not pretty. It's not a, you know, anything that I want to dive into as a project, because this, if I were to clean it up, you guys know me, like what we're doing with the 240 over here, I'd want it to be down to that, you know, stage there, so that way we can paint it. So that is that. We'll start her up real quick. She might squeak at us. The tensioner pulley is on its way out, I believe. Let's see here. Got a little cold last night, so. So there you guys have it. That is the old girl. Got the nice tan here. That one has seen much better days, and I'm going to need to replace the headliner because that is starting to look pretty crappy. And this guy, those things always break. Those are so annoying. I need to replace one of those. But as far as that goes, the truck's got her dents and dings. She's seen better days back here on the bumper, the tailgate. That's why the whole box just needs to be replaced. And as far as the front fenders here, you guys can see kind of where they've buckled, where the truck has kind of bumped into something. Don't know what the person hit or what it was, but you can see a little ding down there. And then this little ding right here in the core support. So that is the whole reason why the fenders over here and the hood kind of rub together, and that's why this is there and why it rubs up against here. So there's you know, a few things that need to be fixed, but it was a really good starting point for something that I wanted. And in the long run, I do plan to keep the truck, so the miles didn't really scare me, because one, because I could work on it, two, the trans was low mile swapped, the transfer case was also low mile swap. And you know, I have a really good knack for these things. So worst case scenario, if it would ever give me any issues and I would have to pull it off the road, you know, I would just get myself, you know, an easy little daily driver, and we'd rebuild that guy. So that is about that for the truck itself. I don't really have much else for the video. I know that it's kind of long, and I'm kind of all over the place with my content, what I'm uploading, and just everything in general. I don't have a schedule, or I don't follow any of the YouTube algorithms. I'm not like the best YouTuber, so that's kind of a big issue with all my uploads. But I'm definitely gonna try to keep you guys in the loop with everything that I'm doing with the truck. You know, it's gonna be a couple-year process, like doing everything that I want to doing to it and do it right. You know, between working and my drift car, I want to finish my drift car first, and I really want to get to the track and spend time at the track. And I love drifting as a hobby and something that I just enjoy kind of with a passion, just to go. I don't mind sitting and watching at the track all day and enjoying people driving and you know, riding along with people and stuff. That's a blast. So that is about it for the truck, guys. We're going to get back to working on the CA, because I actually never got around to doing that yesterday. I ended up hanging out with my girlfriend for a little bit, and then we just chilled, went out and grabbed some dinner. And yeah, I got a little lazy, so I need to weld those fittings in that oil pan and get that all mocked up. So we're going to turn our attention to that. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it. I hope you guys are excited to have some fuel octanes back on the channel and bring another truck build on here. We're definitely gonna get her right. Just give me some time to get everything kind of set up. Let me get my drift car finished, and we will hit the ground running with her and get her right. We've got most of the good stuff, you know, squared away. We've got the comp box in there, new VP, the air dog. The basics are in there, so the truck is a good tow pig, good working truck, and we'll get her right soon enough. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're excited. I will see you guys in the next upload. Later.
I'm always in the doghouse.